This is Twit. Hey, you were at VidCon, Jeff. We're going to wrap it up. We've been going on for a long time, but I just wanted to. It looked like last year you came back all energized.
Yeah, and I am again. It's such a good conference, and the brothers, the Green brothers, are just the best. I got to spend a little time with them, and they just put on a culture that matters. So there was a lot of discussion about politics. The YouTube keynote, which is usually a big deal. This time, Susan Wojcicki was interviewed on stage, and there were a few things to reveal there. Facebook was much more of a presence than before, straight out sponsor and doing a lot of things, and they care about video. And Fidji Simo was interviewed yet again on stage. Jack Conte did some proper victory laps for how well Patreon is doing. Talked with Hank Green on stage.
I love
so
Jack.
Yeah, it's
good for Jack.
Jack's the greatest. They're
so
just,
glad
I finally got to meet Natalie and tell her I was a fan.
Oh man, we've had them perform for us in the studio because they're from the area.
Yeah, they're just great people.
Pomplamoose was the band.
Pomplamoose, yeah.
But then Jack realized how hard it was to make money as a YouTube sensation. He created Patreon to support and foster creators, and it's been a huge success.
The great thing about Jack's startup versus other kinds of startups is he did it to solve a problem. He did it to solve a creator, his own problem, and that of fellow creators.
Yeah.
So yeah, VidCon was great, and hats off to them. Another good program. I think there was 28,000 people this year or something like that. Amazing.
Did you go to the Try Guys Evolution of Viral Video show?
No, I didn't get to.
Well, you can watch it on YouTube. It's actually pretty funny. I'll just play a little bit, but it's kind of all the biggest viral videos over the last 20 years. Starting it's really fun, starting with the dancing baby. But this is VidCon, and look at this. Jeff. This is like a rock show. YouTube stars will do anything for views, right? I thought this is pretty funny. I watched it for a while. But listen to the crowd roar. This is like a rock show.
Familiarity, yeah.
It's their childhood, man.
And the other thing that's showing up is when you see the audience, every single person in the audience is videoing this on their camera phone as if, I don't know what, they're going to create their own YouTube.
People watch this.
Peanut butter jelly time.
Brilliant.
This is actually pretty impressive.
I'll show this to my daughter so she can see what she missed before.
Well, yeah, I think you'd have to be like, this is probably for the late 20-somethings. I don't know. Mm-hmm. I certainly recognize all of it, but...
Although, I will say my daughter knew about VidCon, and she was very jealous, Jeff, that you were there.
What is the age group? What is the age group at VidCon? It feels like it's predominantly teenage girls.
It is predominantly teenage girls. My daughter's 20. She still enjoys it. The problem was they need a way to get like college-age people together. But I'd say it goes from, listen, there were 10-year-olds who want to be there. I'd say it goes from teenage, 13, 14, up through about 24.
And this screaming audience, though, is screaming for videos that were big,
boom goes the dynamite.
Like 10, 15 years ago. So they've got to...
I ran into one couple older than I am. That's all. They said, yeah, we started coming 3 years ago because we brought our kid, but the kid doesn't come anymore, but we do.
Isn't that funny? There's,
I like turtles!
You know, and then I look at what Apple did with Planet of the Apps, which is the most, I think critics agree, and you must have to put on your TV critic hat once again, Jeff Jarvis, the most god-awful television show ever created. Unfortunately, there are 9 more still to come. And I look at Facebook say we're going to spend hundreds of millions of dollars on fiction and nonfiction, short form and long form. I look at what the hundreds of millions YouTube has spent.
Yep.
And they all want to be Netflix. They all want to be Amazon.
Mm-hmm.
Apple has hired some Sony.
But that's not the power of... Well, so I, among others, urged the industry track to do one of those great panels they used to do at Web 2.0 where they have a panel of teenagers just talking about their media. And so they have
That's a great idea, just to know what the young
It's
Yeah.
always a good panel, always fascinating. And if you're willing to listen to them enough and shut up as adults. What was interesting was they all YouTube. But not so much Snapchat, Netflix, and Amazon.
Didn't YouTube learn
watch.
though that it was a mistake to put like make PewDiePie be a Hollywood style celebrity? That these YouTube videos succeed because of their kind of underground nature.
Itchiness. I think so. Yes. Yes.
And
so
yet now you
this
see
idea that
Apple
you've
and
got-
Facebook going down that same path.
I think I think they don't understand. They're trying to recreate mass media. And listen, if you get a hit in mass media, it's a great business thing, but the risk is high.
You get a viral hit on
business will
YouTube, there's
fail.
nothing.
What's so great about walking around VidCon is you're walking around the first floor, which is the fan floor in the expo, and some, geeky 15-year-old comes walking along. You have no idea who that is, and suddenly that person is just mobbed by screaming people. The way I explained to my daughter what it was like for me, I go to a DLD conference in Munich every year when it's the same time as the German Oscars, and it's in the same hotel. And so I see all these people who are wildly famous in Germany, and I have no effing idea who they are. That's what it is for me at VidCon. Right, and there's all these people who are stars, complete stars to a small but rabid group of people. And by the way, Leo, the amount of recognition I get on the floor of VidCon because of this show and because of your network, and the adoration to you and the adoration to the Twit network is wonderful.
Oh, I should go next time. I could use some adoration.
You should go.
Here, send me. I'll bring my daughter.
Well,
so do you?
Mom of the year.
Your daughter would love to go, wouldn't she?
Oh God, yes.
Yeah.
Well, why don't we do
reporter.
a panel next year? Why don't we do a panel next year that says, "God damn it, podcasts were not invented yesterday," and go to some of the.
Did you see the revenue growth in podcasts? Did you see that stat? I think I tweeted it.
I
was
feel
like,
like
what?
I feel like old media when I go to places like that. I don't get it at all.
I just feel old.
Well,
I was going to say, are you sure you don't just feel old?